In previous video we have seen this program which prints the hello world to the console screen. In this program we are passing hello world to the print function. This is a string which we are passing to the print function. Now we can also write a string in single quotes also. We have used here double quotes. We can also use the single quotes like this. Now go to tools and click on build. Instead of clicking on build from this, we can also use the shortcut which is a control B to run the program. Just press control B and you can see hello world is printed. It's your choice which you want to use. Either you can use double quotes or single quotes. Now string is just a sequence of characters. Instead of writing hello world, we can also use any other message like your name and just press Ctrl B. Now anything which is inside the quotes will be printed. Now instead of passing string directly to the print function, now we will store this message into a variable like this. Just create a variable message msg. The name of the variable is msg equals to single quotes hello, and just to print this message just pass the variable into a print function like this. Now press Ctrl B. Yeah, hello. The hello gets printed. What we have done in this program is we have created a variable and stored a hello string into that variable. This is a string and this is a variable. This is known as variable. So what's actually happening in the background, we will see that. Now in your system there is a main memory, commonly known as RAM. The main memory is divided into several blocks, and each blocks having some address 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 and so on. Now what happens when we create a variable? Oh, गायब हो गया. We have assigned a hello to the message variable. Now hello is stored somewhere in a memory and a message is a variable which is pointing to that location in the memory like this. And whenever we are passing a message to the print function, whenever we are passing a message to the print function, the content of a message which is a hello gets printed like this. Now we know the variables are nothing but the memory locations, reserved memory locations. So variables are reserved memory locations. So this is all about variable. Now instead of storing a string to the variable, we can also store any other thing like numbers. You can also store somewhere numbers and create a variable. Now we will create a variable which will store a number like this. Now I will create a variable age which will store the number which is 18. Now print the age. Now just press Ctrl B. It gets printed. Now the hello and 18 gets printed. Now instead of using two print functions, we can merge them into a single print function like this. Just put a comma and type age. Just press Ctrl B and it gets executed hello and then age 18. Now we will see the type of the variable. To see the type of the variable, we will use type functions. Type function is an inbuilt function. Now just press type, type, open a bracket and pass the variable in it, that is msg. Now it will return the type of the message. The message is containing the string. It will gives us string printed on the console screen. Now it returns str. Str means string. We will print the type of age. Just and it returns the type of age as integer. Int means integer. Height and 5.4. I will assign the value 5.4. Now I will print the variable height and I will also print the type of a height like this, type height. Just press Ctrl B. Now height gets printed and type of the height also get printed, that is float. Float is a type of a variable. Actually the decimal numbers are considered as float. To store a decimal number, we required a float type variable. No, decimal numbers are stored in float type variable. We will see one more data type, equals to true. I will just print the value of a and the type of a and press Ctrl B. Now it gives the content of a, that is true, and class bool. The variable a is of a type bool. Bool means boolean. Boolean can contain only two values, that is true or false. Now it shows a false boolean. Note that the false is not the string because we didn't use the quotes here, neither single quotes nor double quotes. And also note that f is a capital here. If we will use a small f, it will give me error. See, it gives the error at line number 5, says that false is not defined, because Python is a case sensitive language. Small f and capital F considered as a different. Now we have seen a data types str, int, float and bool. We will see the address of a variable. As we have already discussed that a is a variable just pointing to the location in the memory, and the memory has some address. Now if we want to see this address, there is a function called id function. If we pass message into id function, it will gives us address. Now just implement this. Now we will just replace type with id, and it will give me the address of a variable a, and msg. Now it will give me the address of a message, control B. The hello gets printed, and it gives me the address where the message is stored in the memory. The address is too long because our main memory is too large, and there are so many blocks. So this is the address in the main memory where the hello string gets stored, and the message variable just pointing to that location in the main memory. Now let's test for the age also. Age, control B. The age variable contains the 18, and the address of age variable is this. And we have also seen three functions, that is print, type, and id. The functions are always ended with a parenthesis in which we pass something. Functions are nothing but it process something for us. The print function prints the value to the console. Print function just prints the value to the console. The type function returns the type of a variable, that is the float, or something else. And id function returns the address of a variable in main memory. So these are the three functions which we have seen. Now there is one more data types called complex data type. Complex. Along with these data types, there is one more data type which is the complex, which stores the complex numbers. Now what are the complex number? Complex number are just real plus imaginary number. Real number plus imaginary number. For example, 2 plus 4i, I is called iota. 2 plus 4i is a complex number. Now if we want to store this complex number in a Python program and print that, there is a type called complex. Just create a variable com and give the value, and now instead in common notation we are writing 2 plus 4i. Now in Python language this I is not used to denote a iota. Instead of using I, we will use j in Python. J is used in a complex number instead of I. So that is 2 plus 4j. Now com 2 plus 4j. That j you can see in a different color. Now we will print this com and the type of com. Control B. See, this is 2 plus 4j, which is our complex number, and the type complex gets printed. So these are the basic data types which are used in a Python language, and we can also use the type and id functions to see the type of the variable and address of a variable respectively.